What's up, y'all? It's Monday, October 3rd, and I'm out here at the garage to make a video I was honestly hoping I would not have to make, but it's another video on this Sig P322. If you're watching this video here, you probably know the saga on this thing. I've been dealing with this since July the 6th now. I bought this 322. The barrel started leading up after just 3, 4, 5 magazines worth, under 100 rounds. The barrel started leading up to the point where I couldn't even get a cleaning rod through it. I've got videos showing all this that I'll leave for reference for those of y'all who hadn't seen this. But long story short, incredibly terrible leading problem on this thing to the point where it was dangerous even. So called up Sig, sent it in. They sent it back to me within a week the first time. Went out and tested it again. I've got that on video as well. Same thing happened within just 6 magazines, under 6 magazines, lit it up like mad again. So I called them, got a little bit of an attitude about it the second time, sent it back in. The 25th, I actually dropped it off, sent it in. So the 25th of July, and then I didn't hear anything. It went on over a month, and finally I ended up having to call to find out what was going on, and that wasn't until September 8th. So I gave them plenty of time to do something. Didn't hear anything. September 8th called. I've got a video on that too, so y'all can check that out and see what they said about it. They realized there was an issue going on. They had sent it over to an engineering for a fix and didn't have a time frame really. Well, this a week or so later, again, here it is now, like I say, the 3rd of October. A few days ago, I got an email saying it was on its way back here. So like I say, October 3rd today, it's a little bit after noon, and I just got this thing back on FedEx. So I'll show you the service ticket first. Obviously it says customer request or comment, second time lead buildup, read detailed notes and YouTube videos in notes. So shows, you know, obviously the tool here. Comments here, performed inspection, rear sight damage and leading in barrel. Work performed was replace the rear sight blade and barrel, function tested and fired. Firearm passed all function tests, fired with no failures to feed, fire, extract, or eject. Well, I wouldn't expect it to have any failures to feed, fire, extract, or eject, because it never has. It never has. That's never been part of the problem. It doesn't mention anything about leading in the barrel. It says ammo fired here, 20 rounds of CCI Blazer 40 grain and 20 rounds of Aguila target. So they literally fired 40 rounds through this, and I'm getting ready to show you something here that is absolutely ridiculous that this thing even came back to me. So like I said, this is fresh off the FedEx truck. There's the box there. I pulled it out, read the notes, pulled the slide off, and took a look with my borescope, and this is what I found. Let me show you all this. As you can see, we're going in here, a little bit of dirtiness there, but just keep looking here. Look at that. Already, you can see it already. Look at the lead. Look at the lead in the grooves. Already filling up with lead. Can y'all believe that they actually sent this back to me? Can you believe they sent this back to me? Already filling up with lead. They ran 2 magazines through it. Apparently didn't even bother to look down the barrel, and it's already filling with lead, and they sent this back. This is pathetic. They sent a barrel back that was already leaded up. This is absolutely incredible, y'all. So there it is, y'all. Y'all see it with your own eyes. They sent this back to me, leaded up, already starting to lead up in the grooves after 40 rounds. After 40 rounds, if I run 3 to 4 more magazines through this, it'll be completely caked up with lead in those grooves again. This is absolutely ridiculous, y'all. I cannot believe they would send this back like this. This is to the point now where I'm sick of dealing with this, and it's to the point now where we need to see what can be done as far as buying this thing back. This is an absolute joke right now. Not only that, but they magically found some damaged rear sights. I can tell you right now, 1000%, those sights were absolutely perfect when they left here. There was nothing wrong with those sights. So apparently I'm going to have to start videoing every single step of the way here in case they try to pull some funny business. All right, y'all, I'm really not even sure what to do at this point. And there's really no sense in me going out and running more magazines through this thing because I know what's going to happen. So I'm going to call up Sig and let them know what the deal is here and see what they want to do with this thing.
Thank you for calling 6 Hour Customer Service. We are experiencing unusually high call volumes due to current global events. Your call will be answered as soon as possible.
One eternity later.
Thank you for calling 6 Hour. This is how can I help you?
Hey, how you doing today?
Curious.
I'm all right. I could be better. So I've got a Sig P322 pistol from you guys that I've sent in twice now for service work. It just got back from the second service today. As soon as I opened the box, checked it out, I haven't even went to test fire it yet. The barrel is already leading up, which is the problem that I sent this in for service on, and it's already leading up as soon as I take it out of the box back from you guys. It's like it's literally already, the grooves are filling with lead from where your person supposedly fired 40 rounds.
Okay, just give me just 1 second.
Okay.
One eternity later.
Okay, would you like me to have this set up so you can send that back in to us again?
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the option. So at what point after sending this thing back and forth do we just get this thing bought back? Because this has been 3 months now. I talked to somebody last month after I waited over a month and was told that they realized there was an issue at this point after it got out in the field and that this was sent over to engineering to find a problem. And then a week later, I get this back. I mean, honestly, like what do I need to do to get this gun bought back from you all? Because it's obvious that nobody up there is actually testing this. They sent this thing back with no kind of comments about what the problem was. It's obviously they're going out, they're mag dumping this thing, they're throwing it in a box and they're sending it back to me, and I'm getting sick of that. This is 3 times that I'm wasting my time and money playing back and forth with y'all with this bad gun.
Yeah, I do apologize, sir, but they do test fire it, and they try to function test it before sending it back out. From what I'm seeing, they replaced the barrel and then tested it with no issues. So that's a new barrel that's in there currently.
Yeah, but the problem is they tested it with no failures to fire, feed, or strike. Like I say, I'm not going to go back and forth with this. There are tens of thousands of people who are seeing this horrible customer service. I have every single bit of this documented on YouTube videos. Like that's why I don't get this. There's obviously a problem with this firearm and they don't want to admit it, so they're just putting this stuff off and they're sending this back over and over at my expense, which is not going to happen anymore. So I need to know who, if you can't help me, I need to be put with somebody. Who do I talk to get rid of this lemon of a firearm? Because this will be the 3rd time now that I've sent this back for the same problem, and it's sent back to me this time with the problem already there. So I need to know who I need to talk to and be put with that person if you can't help me with this. Besides sending it back once again, that's not helping me.
Okay, well, I can get it set up to come back in and I can transfer you over to my supervisor. But again, I don't have anything to say, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know, and I'm not, listen, I'm not blaming you. I know this isn't your fault, but like I said, that's the point I'm at now. This will be the 3rd time. So this is obviously a lemon of a no good firearm, and something else needs to happen here besides me wasting my time and money sending this back and forth with y'all.
Yeah, I do understand that, sir, and I don't see that you were charged for any of the times that it has come into us.
No, but you do realize that I have to drive to a FedEx drop-off center, right? Because they don't come pick up firearms, if you're not aware.
No, I am aware that you...
Okay, so to minimize it like there's no cost to me is, you know, let's get real here.
Okay, I apologize for that. I thought you just meant that we were charging you to have it sent in. Okay, so I can get this all set up for you, and I can email you over the instructions to send this in, and if you'd like, I can also transfer you over to my supervisor.
Yes, absolutely.
You may get his voicemail, but as soon as he has a second, if he's not with a customer, he will reach back out to you as soon as he can.
Right. And here's another thing. This will be the 3rd time now. The first time this went buttery smooth. There was no email needed. He asked me a few questions. It took all of 5 minutes. He emailed me the RMA number and we were good to go. I sent it the same day. The second time is when all this email crap started, where they had to have me answer the same questions. The first guy was magically able to get over the phone, but now I'm having to play this jump through the hoops and send it through the email.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm not going to make you go through the email. You haven't taken it to the range again, you said, so is the round count of 500 still accurate other than them test firing it here?
That's correct. Every single thing from last time is still exactly the same, except now it's filled with lead from your test firing.
Okay, so you're having the malfunction after the 3rd magazine? Just like all the same information that you'd already provided us?
Well, if he's telling the truth, he only ran 2 magazines and it's now filling with lead.
No, I'm sorry. I'm using the original.
That's fine. That's fine.
When the rep had asked, I just want to make sure I'm getting the correct information.
Yeah, it's the same exact issue. Exactly. Nothing to do with failure to feed, fire, extract, or eject.
Okay, and then the only thing I don't see on here, which isn't a big deal, but just when did you purchase the firearm?
Like I said, I sent this thing on the 6th of July, so it was about a week or so, a couple weeks before that.
Okay, I'll just put 2022 on here for the year. And then any cleaning products or anything that you've used on it?
No, I took it straight out of the box. Yeah, I took it out of the box, ran the bore scope down it, and it's full of lead. That's what I'm saying. I'm not just one of these goofballs who are like, oh, my gun don't work. I'm documenting every bit of this like I'm using bore scopes. They're obviously not checking this firearm before they're not checking it for this problem. There's no way. I don't care what anybody says. It's an absolute lie if they're telling me that they checked this for that problem because they sent it back with lead in it.
No, yeah, I do apologize. They must just not have cleaned the new barrel after they had test fired it, because it does state here on the notes that they did replace the barrel. So after firing it, they must just not have cleaned it.
Yeah, they didn't even look at it. Yeah. Like I say, I'm not trying to jump on you for this. It's just this is getting old. I mean, this is a $500 gun that I've had all of maybe 2 weeks in the last 4 months of owning it.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you over to my supervisor's voicemail, so then you can just let him know what's going on. He'll give you a call back as soon as he has a second.
Okay.
I'm going to get the call set up for you, and then I'll email you over the instructions and shipping label again to get this sent to us.
Okay, and what was the supervisor's name?
His name is...
Okay, thanks. Like I say, it's nothing personal on you at all. I appreciate your help.
Oh, yeah, I totally understand, sir. Let me transfer you over so you can just let him know what's going on, and then I also made sure to just put a note in here that our head gunsmith take a look at it as well for you when it comes in.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. Just give me 1 second.
Okay.
Engineering testing.
6 hours speaking.
Hey, how you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm not too good, to be honest with you. I've got a Sig P322 I got from you guys back in, it was June or so, I guess, or mid-late June. This started July the 6th. I started having, when I first started using it, basically around the 1st of July, the barrel is leading up incredibly bad. It's filling to the point, you've probably heard this before, so I won't go into blah, blah, blah about it. Filling to the point where it's unusable and dangerous to use. I've got all of this documented on video, every single bit of it. So anyway, called in for service, sent it in. Within a week, I had it back again with a new barrel. So I took it out immediately to put less than 5 magazines through it again, documented on video on YouTube, and it lit it up immediately again, just as bad as the first time. So again, called for service. This time got an attitude from the guy because of the whole ordeal. But anyway, he did what he had to do, sent me the RMA. I sent it back again. This was on the 25th of July. I waited, heard nothing at all. So finally this past month, on the 8th, I called and got somebody and wanted to see what was going on with it. Then I was told that, yeah, they didn't see this problem during manufacture, but they have recognized that the problem is in the field now and it has been sent to engineering to find a solution for it. He said, I can send it back, and you can send it right back to me. I said, absolutely not. There's no need for that. I don't want a gun that's no good. He said, yeah, I understand. So I said, if y'all working on it, it's in engineering, fine, whatever. He said, yeah, blah, blah, blah. So left it at that. Well, last week, which was about a week after that call, I get an email saying the gun's on its way back to me. Today I get the gun. First thing I do is open the box, get my bore scope out, check the barrel. The barrel came back to me leaded already from what your guy claims was 40 rounds of ammo. The grooves are already filling with lead in this gun. So at this point, here's my thing. I'm tired of playing the back and forth. This is costing me time and money to play back and forth sending this. This will be the 3rd time now when there's obviously, nobody checked this gun. He says he fired 2 magazines full, no failures to fire, feed, extract, or eject. Well, yeah, that's all well and good because I've never had any failures to fire, feed, extract, or eject and never claimed to have any. But he obviously didn't even peek down the barrel after those 40 rounds to check the actual problem that the gun was having. So now I've got this gun back, just opened it out the FedEx box, and the barrel is already leaded after 2 more magazines. So at this point, this gun is an absolute lemon with the shape it's in. With these barrels, this is an unusable and actually unsafe gun. If I were to fire more than 6 magazines of any ammo through it, it's going to be about 75% obstructed, which I've shown in videos on YouTube. Tens of thousands of people are seeing how crappy this whole experience is going, man. So at this point, I want this gun gone. So what are my options for y'all to buy this back, credit it, whatever we need to do to get this thing out of here, man? What do we need to do with this lemon of a gun?
What I'd like to do is just kind of start fresh with you. I mean, I need to reach down to the shop because there looks to be a little bit of a discrepancy in the notes. From what I can show here, and this was on September 29th, so just last week, it shows that they inspected the pistol. The rear sight blade was broken. They did replace that. They replaced the barrel, the sight blade, and then from there function tested it, noting no issues. And then it says that they fired 100 rounds of CCI Blazer and 100 rounds of Aguila Target with no issues.
Okay.
And that was just from the initial tech that looked at it. He then gave it over to the shop supervisor, who also checked the barrel and noted it looked fine. And this is just to wrap up what I'm seeing here in front of me. Then there's another note put in there. It looks like an additional 20 rounds of CCI Blazer and 20 rounds of Aguila Target.
Okay, yeah,
So it looks like they put a lot more through it, and just kind of our protocol is anytime there's a situation, where we're testing for overall function, unless the gun is like very, very dirty, they generally will send it back in the condition as we tested it so that the customer can validate that we did test fire and we did go through the process to make sure that whatever repairs or replacement parts were done and implemented correctly. So that's why they would send you, a gun back that has, buildup in the barrel or has carbon deposits.
Yeah, but here's the thing, man. I'm not anything close to new to guns. This isn't normal 22 LR being dirty. This isn't normal fouling. This isn't carbon buildup. This isn't a few streaks of lead. This is literally the lands and grooves getting filled with so much lead that the barrel muzzle is no longer round. That's how much lead is letting up in this barrel.
I'll be straight up with you. I mean, we've seen guns come in for this issue, but overwhelmingly, for the amount of 322s that we've manufactured and shipped, we're not getting calls all the time on it.
I don't doubt.
I have a 322, and I've put at least a couple thousand through mine, and I've had no issues. I do clean it on a regular basis, but I've never had any kind of an issue with a buildup of lead or anything like that.
Yeah, and I don't doubt it. Listen, I don't doubt it. It's not everyone. I don't doubt that a bit because, like I say, I run a YouTube channel and I've literally got videos of every single bit of this, and I have tens of thousands of people commenting, and I know it's not everyone. So that's why I'm not understanding how difficult this is to actually get a barrel that's not leading up. Like, you would think that at this point y'all would want to shut me up if nothing else, dude. I don't understand it because this is extremely frustrating.
Upset and, the back and forth is never fun when you have to do that. But what ultimately it comes down to is, this is your personal firearm and you're experiencing issues with it. So what I'd like to do is get back with the shop just to confirm the notes. Like I said before, there's kind of a discrepancy there. But it looks like they did fire more through it and the shop supervisor did personally inspect it. So, if you can, what I'd suggest doing is, bringing it out and test firing it just to make sure, on your end, it seems to me like that they've resolved the issue by replacing the barrel.
Yeah, they haven't. But here's the thing, man. Look, I'm not going to go through. They haven't. She's already set up an RMA to be emailed because it's the same. I can tell you right now, dude, if you want me to go out, and I'm already going to make a video on this, if you want me to make another video with tens of thousands of people seeing that this thing leads up immediately again, I'll do that. But I'd rather send it in to you because I know it's going to do that. I know it's going to do that. That's what I'm saying. I'm not the average Joe Schmo.
Work with the customer's interest in mind. And sometimes you just, if it's a firearm that's just not working for you, it's just not working for you. So I have a little bit more leeway in my position here at SIG. I'll reach out to our manager and see if there's something else that I can offer you.
Okay.
But at this point, just, this is me talking to you. From what I can see in the notes, it looks like everything has been taken care of. And I know you're upset about getting it back with lead in the barrel and along the experience you've had before, you're expecting the same thing to occur. But I would at least recommend, if you can, to clean it and go out and test fire it, and hopefully everything would be taken care of. But I can certainly understand if you're just at your
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, I'm not looking to waste any more of my money. And the chick before was, oh, well, it didn't cost you anything because, you know, we're sending an RMA. Evidently, she values her time at nothing. I hope y'all aren't paying her much by the hour because she values time at zero. That's what I was told. It didn't cost me anything.
Oh, Brian, I'm sorry you had that experience again. It's just me and you having a conversation.
No, and look.
I'm out to help you in any way I can. So
Yeah.
I'm not trying to further this experience and make it more negative for you. You know, I want to turn this into a better situation for you overall.
Gotcha.
So let me get some time here. I mean, I answered the call right away because Mackenzie told me you were quite upset. Normally I would, you know, review the situation a little bit further, but I wanted to just talk to you because she made it seem like you were pretty upset, which it sounds like you are. So give me some time. I'll get with the shop and then see what other options we have.
Okay.
But if you can, in the meantime, you know, if you're at home and you know, I don't know if you can shoot at your home or not, but
No, I can't.
I mean, I would give it a shot.
So yeah, I'm not willing
My
to.
contact information so we can just work together on this.
Yeah, that's.
And then once I get a response back, I'll let you know. Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. I'll talk to you soon, Brian.
Okay, so are you gonna give me a call? What are you gonna do here?
I'm going to call you back. I'm going to email you my information just so you have my point of contact. Though.
Okay, sounds good. I appreciate your help.
No problem at all. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, bye-bye. All right, y'all, there it is right there. You heard it for yourself. I don't know what's going to come of this, so we'll see what he has to come up with, what other kind of alternatives there are. I'm finished. Like y'all heard me say it. I'm not going to repeat everything that I already said. I'm sick of jumping through hoops with this. For somebody to think that there's no cost involved in having me deal with this nonstop back and forth, they've lost their mind if they think there's no cost involved to me here. But anyway, there's the update, y'all. There's no sense in me wasting my time and money going out putting more rounds through this thing just to clog the barrel up. I don't know if they want me to clog it to the point where it's completely obstructed, or I'm not sure how far they want me to clog the barrel before I send it back. We'll see what the supervisor guy has to come up with when he calls me back, and I'll let y'all know from there. All right, y'all, I had to throw in a little addendum on this video. While I was editing the video before I got completely done, the supervisor called me back with the options that we were talking about earlier. So again, at the very beginning of the call, he was adamant. They ran, he made sure and verified, they ran about 200 rounds total through the thing and just put the last 40 on the ticket for whatever reason. First off, that makes no sense, but I'm past that. Like I say, I don't have any faith in anything I've seen so far. So, but anyway, his thing was, I'm adamant. I can guarantee you that we've resolved the problem. If I was you, I've got one myself, I'd take it back out to the range and do another test on it, and I'm sure that you'll be happy with it, this and that and the other thing. Or I have gotten with my manager, supervisor, whatever, and we can give you the option of a refund if you don't want to continue on with this, which obviously I don't want to continue on with this. I'm done. So after all that, I said, all right, what do I need to do with the refund? I hate I didn't get this call on video or recorded because I didn't have my camera ready, and he called me back. I should have had my camera ready because it was definitely an interesting call, let me tell you that. But anyway, on and on and on, kept on and on, wanting me to try it once for. So finally, I'm just like, yeah, I'm not going to try it. I'm done with it. It's been 3 times. I have absolutely 100% confidence that I'm going to take this out here again, and it's going to keep building up with lead. It's already got lead in it. Even if it was 200 rounds, I told him I can literally run 1,000 rounds through a $200 Taurus 22 and never see a speck of lead. But anyway, long story short, I've rounded up a copy of my receipt for it. I've actually paid $409 plus tax for the thing, so I'm gonna send that over to him. That's what he told me to do, and then he'd get me a RMA, and then we'd start the refund process. So hopefully this is the end of this thing. If they get the refund done, did they make it right? I suppose they made it right in the end. They paid me back for the thing, so that's about as right as you can make it at this point. So anyway, just wanted to add this little addendum in here. But for now, again, if y'all do enjoy my videos, please take a second, reach down, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification icon so you can stay on top of what happens with this and all my other good stuff that I've got coming. But I appreciate all my range game members and every single one of y'all out there for supporting the channel. I got a ton of good stuff coming y'all's way, so make sure you stay on the lookout for that. And in the meantime, stay safe, stay prepared, and I'll see you soon.